Hi, everyone. Welcome to the session, From Creation to Consumption, AI's Role in Future Entertainment. I'm Peijia, and I'm the lead product designer at Wombo. We're an AI startup based out of Toronto, Canada, and I'm super excited to be here with you all today to chat about how we've built consumer AI apps with over 200 million downloads. I'll be sharing some stories about how Wombo began, where you might have seen us in consumer spaces, how you might use our app Dream, and our insights for the future at Wombo. Like many designers, I spend a lot of time looking at aesthetic things. For example, mid-century modern furniture, photography, or exploring cool side projects. In order to fulfill all of these interests, I spend a lot of time consuming information online. Sometimes I was looking at design stuff, sometimes not design stuff. Like memes, for example. Memes tend to have a funny effect of capturing the essence of emotions and evoking a reaction from people. It can be thought of as a form of modern communication that is universal beyond language and cultural barriers. Oftentimes, you probably get a good laugh or a sense of relatability out of looking at memes, especially when the algorithm hits at the right time. So being in the times of what might be considered Gen Z, of course, I had to be chronically online, looking at TikTok and Twitter for work research purposes and also memes. And this is how I came across Wombo's deepfake back in the spring of 2021. You might have seen these floating around on Twitter or TikTok a while ago, and this was Wombo's first viral app. We allowed anyone to upload a selfie, add a song, and used computer vision to create a fun little video, similar to a meme. People were sharing and creating memories with Wombo, which led to our organic growth of over 50 million downloads in its first 4 months alone. This was a strong signal that ordinary people are interested and excited to try innovative AI products, which were previously largely inaccessible, invisible, or just a little boring for the average consumer. With Wombo, we discovered that people wanted to create their own meme-like content, but add a layer of fun with AI and personalized to their own imagination. Holding that signal true to our team's values, we launched Dream, a mobile-first text-to-AI artwork app in the fall of 2021, right before generative AI took hold of the world. So here's a little preview of Dream, which has hit #1 in the App Store, as well as winning Google 2022 App of the Year award. Dream predates Stable Diffusion, Midjourney, and DALL-E by over 6 months and is one of the most widely used image generation products in the market. We knew that we wanted to capture people's innate drive to create and consume, and what better way than the age-old tradition of art and design. From the beginning of hand-painted cave murals to the classics of Picasso, and now with generative AI, we had a feeling that people would want to express their imagination with Dream. Previously, traditional art may have been bound by specific skills, training, or the notion of having an eye for design, which were a barrier for many hobbyists. Like Wombo and memes, we wanted to capture an easy and delightful way for people to transform their ideas into tangible outcomes. In fact, one of our breakthrough moments was when we introduced input images to Dream, which gave rise to the TikTok trend in an abstract prompt, such as beautiful sunset, and then creating their special hidden wallpaper. The likelihood of this trend starting if people had to create it from scratch or use a difficult tool would probably be quite low. And if you think about it, you realize how easy it has become to enter a lower effort input like a text or image, but in exchange, you get a higher effort output such as beautiful artwork or a video. Plus, it's fun to see what AI ends up making sometimes because it could be really weird and strange, and that's funny as well. So how can you use or create your own silly moments with Dream? Today, I will highlight some of the features of our product to create artwork and outputs through text prompting, live canvas, and avatars. For example, you might get a new idea and want to quickly brainstorm on the go, or maybe you've been out all day and now you're ready to relax in bed. In both of these real use cases, people go to Dream for its convenience and purpose. If anyone wants to follow along and create your own artwork using Dream, you can scan the QR code on the screen or search up Dream in the app or Play Store. To start, I'd like to emphasize that we provide a mobile-first experience with Dream. Social content and casual content creation is dominated by mobile platforms, as it allows for quick consumption and experimentation of different outputs. People are drawn to our AI artwork tool because it's designed for that pace and flexibility. Okay, let's go over what you'll see when you first open Dream. We know that complementary to creating, people also want to explore what other people are doing. I won't spend too much time on this, but we do have a home feed that becomes personalized to you based on what you create, browse, and who you interact with. To offer more specific search results, we've also introduced Explore, which allows you to search for keywords based on text, image content, and profiles. To complete the social aspect of our app, we have a notifications page as well as a profile page where all of your created and liked artwork goes. I think these two pages are pretty self-explanatory, so I'll skip them for now. Okay, let's create something. You can enter the creation flow by pressing the Center Plus button. At the top, you'll have access to preset artwork sizes optimized for sharing on mobile platforms. For now, we'll stick with the default portrait size, which is good for TikTok and Instagram stories. This affects the proportion and actual output of the image, depending on what you select. Now, onto the hard part, which is prompting. I tend to have a hard time with prompting simply because I don't know what I want to create, or I don't want to write out the keywords because I'm kind of lazy. So this is why we created prompt history, prompt suggestions, and magic wand to help you at this stage. We want you to prompt easier and faster, especially if you're just getting into generative AI art. So as you can see here, when I enter a beautiful sunset over Santorini and press the magic wand button, it transformed my simple prompt into one with more descriptive visual details. Comparing the simple prompt with the enhanced prompt, you can see that the output for the enhanced prompt is a lot more vibrant and beautiful. After selecting the artwork sizes and filling in your prompt, you can browse through different styles, which are trained with different AI models. It then generates 4 outputs, which you'll have access to if you're premium. If not, you get 1 generation. We also allow users to regenerate, which will create another output with the same prompt and style. Create variations allows you to use the selected image as a base image and create similar outputs depending on that. So once I'm finally happy with the artwork, I can save, share, and publish it to my profile. Another feature that we recently launched is Live Canvas. Live Canvas allows you to create artwork with the stroke of a paintbrush. Sometimes it's difficult to describe exactly what you want to create, or you don't want to spend a lot of time prompt engineering, so we decided to add this feature for those who are more visual or already have an idea in mind. What's more exciting is that your artwork is generated in real time, so you can see what you're doing at each step instead of restarting the creation session. So for example, in this demo, I want to create a bunny. Instead of describing the bunny in detail with text, I can draw the shape I want with the pen tool. The more detailed your input, the more specific your output. So what you enter for a prompt also matters. I described a cute and fluffy bunny, which would look different than if I put a strange and scary one. And this is a really new addition to our app, so keep experimenting to see what you might use it for. For the last highlight of Dream, I'm going to talk briefly about avatars. We're experimenting with avatars, which allows you to take a selfie or image and transform it with a text prompt. Our avatar tool is unique in that it only requires 1 selfie to almost instantly train the output. Other tools on the market require at least a few images and a much longer training time to produce a decent output. But we've optimized it that you can create anything with anyone almost instantly. So in this example, I've trained a photo of myself, added in the prompt dancing cat, and put my face into the body of a dancing cat. And these are some of the main features of Dream today, but we have so many more ideas in line for Dream and Wombo. It's clear that AI won't be stopping at just generating artwork and outputs, but has already spanned across multimodal forms of content, such as video, audio, and more. In 2024, we have plans to explore these ideas and push out more features and apps. So where does Wombo think the next phase of consumer AI is headed? The first point I like to highlight is that short shelf life of AI products. And what I want to say is there's a huge opportunity in making short shelf life but viral AI products. Due to the novelty and unpredictableness of AI, people are hungry for what they can create, but they're not sure of what's possible yet. This allows an opportunity for viral trends, workflows, and endless combinations of creation. Generally, you don't need to spend much advertising costs for these products to go viral, especially if it gets picked up amongst friends and communities. However, at the same time, because trends can fade quickly, this means that the product may not continue once it has served its purpose. It's important to kind of consider this factor when designing for social AI products and find the right balance between when to continue adding to a product and understanding the natural end of its shelf life. The second point is hyper-personalized content. AI is already good at personalizing content for user engagement. Now, what if it was possible to create content tailored on your specific personal tastes? Based on your past interactions with this new system, it could go beyond just adjusting content for you, but also propose new experiences that align with your changing taste. TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat are using machine learning to help structure their feeds with recommendations, but the next step forward is now generating this content natively with AI and further enhancing the consumption experience for you. Lastly, AI is leading to the emergence of new entertainment genres and formats. We're not exactly sure what this might look like in a few years, but like TikTok, Snapchat, they're not the final frontier in media products. What has happened with text and images in the last 2 years in terms of its creative evolution and potential is going to change the landscape for every type of media format. We can think about AI in entertainment as not only tailoring content, but helping to augment and create a more joyful and interactive connection between people. Finally, I want to close by extending an invitation to each of you to join us in Wombo's mission. We're not only developing a product, but we're shaping the next platform for consumer AI. Thank you for being part of this conversation today, and I look forward to a future where artificial intelligence doesn't just exist in our lives, but enriches it. Thank you.